welcome back. Welcome to PersiaRedz space, and we are doing another weekly guidance. Yay! Um, I wanted to use my Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, one of my favorites. We are basically doing February 22nd, 2021 to February 28th, 2021. So this is like the last week in February, and then it's March. Like, this has been so freaking quick. Like, I am just kind of blown away by this. But yeah, guys, come on, get your smoke, get your drink. Let us get into this. I'm excited. Where are my cards? Okay. Ancestors, spirits, guides, guardians, what are some messages that you can give to us? What is a message that we need to be aware of, that we need to hear for this week coming? Please give us something to be aware of. All right, so we have Throne. Your potential is endless. Okay, now fellas, I know you see women here, but just because you see women or you see a man or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's not for a woman. It doesn't mean that it's not for a man. But I'm about to flip this so we can have a talk about this. Let's have a talk. My kings, my queens, my gods, my goddesses. Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it. All right. All right. We have the Throne. Y'all can see me peeking underneath. Y'all see me peeking because I'm excited. Your potential is endless. Come on, guys. Like, think about it. We have been going through a lot. We've been going through a lot. And for some of us, as of late, we've been feeling like we're being restricted because of everything going on. And this card is here to tell you that you're not being restricted. You're being asked to come up with alternatives for yourself. Alternatives to your business as far as how you normally operate. Alternatives to where your audience and where you're targeting your audience to, or how you're catering to your audience. So there's no limitations. There's no limitations right now. Like, you've literally got everything. For some of us, it stems from us being told at a young age, like, that we don't deserve everything, or being made to feel like we don't deserve everything, or just looking at other people like us and then feeling like, oh, well, these people from where I live at, or people like this, or people like that, they don't normally get what they want, and da-da-da. We are not clones of each other. So realize that you can end a cycle. You can end a cycle that you've already started for yourself. You can end a cycle that someone else has started for you. You don't have to take on what someone else tells you. And this goes into a lot of different things. Like, we're taught so many different things. And as we grow up, we realize that some things we're taught that we have to unlearn. And in unlearning those things, we find so much abundance. We find so much overflow and things that we need that we're able to share with others. We find that what at first had hindered us or made us feel like we wouldn't get where we wanted to get to has now come into a space of, my potential is endless. because you're not being limited. You've no longer put the shackles on your mind that someone else has put on there, or that you have inadvertently or purposefully put there. When you realize that you can use anything to your disposal, that your mind is bigger and better, stronger and faster than a supercomputer, that what life you speak into yourself, what life you speak into your day matters, and the work that you put into other people's businesses, keeping their business alive, put that same energy into your thoughts, into your business, into your mind, into your happy space, into your love space, into anything that means a lot to you. Put that times 1,000 or more into it and see how far you get. A lot of people that you see successful are doing things that they love doing, or that they're really good at doing, that they've turned into something that they could love doing. Like, you can turn anything into that. Do not feel restricted. And this is something you should tell your kids if you have kids. Do not allow them to feel restricted. They have thrones that they have to rule. They have thrones that they have to sit on and give, advice out to. We all have a throne to sit on. Whatever throne that is dictated by what type of life you decide to give yourself. What type of possibilities are available? What restrictions have you put on yourself, or what restrictions have you released from yourself? So, what are you waiting for? This card is your confirmation, because as you can see, the different types of people on here, you don't have to fit in one niche. You don't have to fit in one style. You don't have to fit in one place. The mansion or the castle or the kingdom is you. And these three beings right here are your different hobbies, your different ways of doing things, your different styles that you've taken on, just things that make you. They're things that you've turned into possibilities. Some of us are forgetting how creative we are. We're forgetting how we work under pressure. Like, some of us are awesome at working under pressure. And maybe it's because some of us aren't able to work at this present time that we feel like we're not under pressure. But you are. You're under pressure because you're trying to figure out what else is going to go on with life. And if you turn that pressure into something creative, whether in the same industry or outside of it, it doesn't hurt to try. And even if you are working, what are you limiting yourself with? What are you telling yourself you can't do, or I'm not qualified, or it's too soon, or excuse me? You're limiting yourself. You have a throne to sit on. You cannot limit yourself. To rule a kingdom, to rule an empire, you have to be so open-minded to what's out there and the different ways to rule and the different ways to see things and the different perceptions. The most important perception is the perception you have of yourself. Other people's perceptions kind of matter, but not as much as you think. Because honestly, what keeps you going is you. Your mental state keeps you going. You knowing you got this is what keeps you going. And for those that needed that confirmation, here's your confirmation. Go out, get it. Go out and do it. Go out and say it. Give it your best. Give it your all. And see the magic that comes from it. Like, this week, pay attention to the little tips, the hints, the opportunities that are coming for you to create alternative, creative outlets for you. And creative doesn't necessarily have to be like art in painting. It could be art in barbering. It could be art in jewelry. It could be art in speech. It could be art in writing. It's in so many different places. Like, you don't have to limit where you see creativity coming from. Honestly, you don't. So, this is like great, awesome news. I am so excited that I could give it to you guys. Um, as always, like, subscribe, and share. You never know who needs to hear these messages, because some people just need a confirmation that something great is going on. Sometimes people need that pluck in the forehead, that kick in the butt to say, hey, get it moving, get it going. So, thank you guys for joining me again for this week's guidance, and I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be, and enjoy your week. Bye.